in Detroit. Metcalf, as you see there on screen, seen shoving a fan who was leaning over the railing in the first row and did not receive disciplinary action in the game. Without Metcalf, the Steelers will be without a clear number one receiver for their last 2 games of the regular season. Now, DK Metcalf does plan to appeal the suspension, a source told ESPN's Adam Schefter, and that hearing is expected to happen today. If the suspension stands, Metcalf will forfeit $555,556 for the 2 games of the suspension, and it would also void $45 million in future guaranteed money, according to his contract, which was reviewed by CBS Sports and ESPN. Now, whether that money actually gets voided is obviously up to the discretion. This could be very costly for DK Metcalf. Jason, is this 2-game suspension too harsh from the NFL?
I don't think it is. And when you see that video, you keep wondering, like, is there more to the story? So that fan and DK Metcalf a year ago when he was in Seattle, they said there was history between that fan. But when you look at that video and from being on sidelines, when you come off the field and you're DK Metcalf and your defense is on, there's a bench area. You're sitting down with your other teammates and the coaches and you're going over film and whatever it is that you're doing your adjustments. For him to leave the bench area and walk over there, from the video and the evidence and the things that we have seen and heard, you have no reason to sit there and say, like, why did DK Metcalf do this? Why is he over there talking to this fan and then eventually putting his hands on the fan? I think the league gave him a 2-game suspension because now it leaves them the room for error that in this appeal, if you want to knock it down to 1 game, you still have the ability to do that. I don't think they remove the suspension completely and take it down to 0 games, but I think they want to set a precedent. When we watch Lamar Jackson or different players engage with fans, we've seen fans initiate the contact, somebody throwing a beer, pushing a player on the field, something of that nature. We didn't see that on Sunday. We saw DK Metcalf walk over to the fan and put his hands on him. I think that's why the suspension was 2 games.
And I do think they will knock it down to 1 game so we can – and I don't think the Steelers are going to avoid that contract. They need him in the postseason. They're both wrong. The fan's a clown.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think – it sounds like he didn't say anything nasty, but he's trying to antagonize
No doubt about it.
As you said, Jeff, there's history. I'm tired of the fan.
Right.
Fan behavior at these games is a joke.
Yeah.
But Metcalf's got no better.
Right.
So he takes some hits, too. So they're both wrong in this situation. I'm surprised they didn't just fine him. They gave him the game. He missed the game this week. But remember, if Baltimore loses to Green Bay on Saturday night, which I think they might, doesn't make any difference. Because they're in the playoffs no matter what.
Right.
It's only if Baltimore wins, and then they don't have them against the Browns, where this could be a problem.
They gotta lose.
I think a 1 game. What we have seen from the league is when guys do things that are after plays, after games, whatever it is, and there's some kind of contact happening between from player to player, it's typically 1 game. I would have given him 1 game, moved on. I don't think Roger is ever going to get to the point where when it's between fan and player that there's no suspension, because again that leaves it really broad. So they want to set a precedent that everything kind of sticks to. I thought 2 games was a little bit much. Again, the guy's he just put almost $50 million at risk. Like it's already out of control. And the biggest thing for me is like don't leave your bench, man. Yeah. Don't leave your bench. He was definitely wrong. Like, Metcalf was definitely wrong to go over that. I don't care what he said. Listen, I've been butchered at different places. I have a name that people love to come. Everybody's been called everything under the sun. I get that kind of stuff. At some point, you just stay on the stop. You just stay at your bench, man. And you hear it, you send the security, hey, man, go get this clown, do whatever. The worst thing he did is once you walked over, you put yourself in a really bad position.
Yeah, the league can't have players going. Not that he went into the stands, but he did make contact, and he was clearly provoked in some form or fashion. Yeah. And the thing you bring up is it's crazy that, like, apparently this fan did this last year when he was playing for a different team.
Right.
But we have not heard from DK either. I know that he would, talked with Chad Johnson on his podcast. We still have not heard from the Steelers receiver about his side of things, but we should ultimately be hearing some news about this in the not too distant future. Why don't we stay in the AFC North here and talk about the Baltimore Ravens? Lamar Jackson went down with a back injury in the second quarter of the Ravens' Week 16 loss to the Patriots and was eventually ruled out of the game. So the Ravens go on to allow 15 unanswered points and lose 28-24, severely impacting their chances in a negative way of making the playoffs. It's unclear whether Lamar is going to be able to play Saturday against the Green Bay Packers, and the Ravens' only path into the postseason now is to win the AFC North, and they're only being given a 7% chance to capture the division according to ESPN analytics. To win the North, Baltimore has to win its final 2 games. Pittsburgh has to lose its final 2 games. And those 2 teams will play each other in Week 18. But a Ravens loss or a Steelers win in Week 17 eliminates the Ravens, and we're not having this conversation next week. Doggy, we have done this a lot with Lamar Jackson, and now that the path in the AFC is as clear as it's ever been, if he doesn't get his team into the postseason, are you giving him a pass?
I am, absolutely. He was injured a lot this year. I don't think they lost the game on Sunday because he was out, by the way, because they did have a 24-13 lead with 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Huntley had one series where you can say it's a little shaky. They had an 11-point lead in the fourth quarter at home. Win the game.
Got to.
You can't blame it on Noel. You didn't have the quarterback. Win the game.
Right.
But I am giving Lamar a pass, and I'm usually hard on Lamar.
I know, about to say, this is a change of heart
This is a
from you.
change for me. He's missed a lot of games. How many games? 5, 6 games? He's been banged up a lot. Not 100%. Henry fumbled against Buffalo that first game of the year. He doesn't fumble. They could be in a better situation from the standpoint of where they are in the postseason. And I think the NFL has got a little tricky scenario here just to get off the beaten path about Lamar. They got bad luck this weekend. Lions lost. Ravens lost. Colts lost. They had 3 teams that they needed to win to put a little juice in these last 2 games, so maybe you didn't have to do the New Orleans, Tennessee game. Because when you think about it right now, there's not a lot left. There's Carolina and Tampa for the one slot.
So should the league get a pass?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure what we should do, but it's a problem for crying
we're
out
just
loud.
handing out passes now.
What kind of pass nonsense?
Oh, he gets a pass. Come on, give him a break.
This was okay.
Lamar
let me ask you
gets
this.
a pass. He's missed 5 games.
Oh,
Jeff.
my word.
And the ones he's been in?
And the ones he's been in, they haven't won. You giving him passes for those, too?
Well,
the
what
last,
game?
last
Well, you got to
4
give the
weeks
pass the
before.
first game of the year. Henry fumbled.
Oh,
They didn't
my
lose.
word.
And they scored 38 points in the game.
Here's the thing. You, of all people giving passes, you've lost your mind. You've lost. I thought you were the Grinch. You couldn't be a bigger Santa than you are right now giving passes. We don't give passes in the NFL. You win the game.
He hasn't played, Jeff.
Their team had the best roster in the NFL before the season. They're going to miss the playoffs.
Miss the playoffs.
That's a 2-time MVP. You did a bad job.
How many games
You
has
did
he
a
missed?
bad job.
You're not. You're crazy.
No, you're crazy.
What do you want to coach?
You are crazy.
But you got to think about
He's
it.
been in 12 games this year.
Yeah,
He's
12.
been in 12. But the other game he got hurt, so theoretically
But think
he's been
about
11.
but think about when he missed those games. When he came back, Snoop Huntley wins a game for them. When Lamar came back, all we talked about was the path that the Pittsburgh Steelers had opened up for the Baltimore Ravens to win the division and get into the playoffs. The path was there. So yes, did he miss games? Was he a little bit rusty? Absolutely.
You got to give him a
but
pass.
when you have
Jeez. And how about Lively caught the touchdown against the Steelers, and they ruled it an incomplete pass? You know that was a touchdown.
How are you-
And if that's a touchdown, they win the first game against
Mad Dog,
Pittsburgh.
for it to be a catch, there are 3
I don't
elements.
wanna hear it.
There are 3 elements of
You
a
in
catch.
James territory.
There
I don't
are
want to hear
3
it.
elements to a catch.
I'm not. You and
He
Carolina
never
both
hit.
here.
He never hit the 3rd
Oh,
element.
that was a touchdown.
This
Jay.
weekend in that Saints-Titans game, we may get it. There might be 3 elements. I'm going to be all over. And you're going to be watching. There's something you're going to be betting on. You're going to be
By
watching.
the way, who cares about Carolina's 200th game, by the way? You spent 5 hours on it.
We gave him a trophy.
Oh, they gave him a trophy. I mean, take it easy, please. And it was Houston and the Raiders. The game was awful.
Take it easy. You just
Give Lamar
gave
a break.
a pass.
Yeah, give him a break.
They had a chance to go win their division, and when he was starting, they didn't do it.
There's no Patrick
can't give
Mahomes
a
in the
pass.
playoffs this year.
You can't give a pass.
I give him a pass this year.
Wow.
Because if they would have won the first game of the year, that wasn't his fault.
Mad Dog.
Was that right or wrong?
Damn high school teacher handing out
There's
passes to go to
7
the
and 8.
bathroom.
Yeah. You're
participatory- the
you're the
participatory awards?
teacher. All the kids are coming in to get the pass. Rick.
Now,
Yeah, we're
these
leaving
the
early.
teachers coming at the end of the year when your grade's just about failing, but you need a little extra credit to bump it up. That's you right now.
I'm stunned that you guys killing him.
Here's
This is
the thing.
ridiculous.
If you're giving him a pass, there's clearly blame to go around.
Well, maybe you fire
Baltimore.
Harbaugh. He's been here a long time. Get somebody else in there.
No, but who are you assigning?
He has been there forever.
Who are you in Baltimore then? Because clearly this went
Well, their defense was
disastrously
awful
wrong.
for
In
the
the
first
beginning,
half
yes,
of the year.
yes.
Harbaugh, he's blown 12 double-digit leads
Yeah.
in these fourth quarters since he's been there. He's been there 100 years. And he'll get a job. I'm not trying to say that Harbaugh is not. He's a good coach.
But Harbaugh doesn't get a pass.
Yeah.
Well, he's been there so long.
Because his quarterback missed so many games.
Yeah,
so
I'm surprised you guys are being so hard on him. Jeez.
No.
Give him a little break.
We keep talking about John Harbaugh. Why is Todd Monken not brought into this conversation?
Well, you want to do the same thing. Yeah, he's overrated too. Out. I'm totally agree.
You just got he's fired.
fired the whole staff on
He's
this
Santa
show.
to Lamar. He's firing them.
Usually you
He's
would
giving
think
a
of it the
bag of
other way.
coal.
I'd be a
He's
pro-
giving bags of coal to coach you.
Pro coach. I gave you the biggest.
I know, big coal.
I kissed your rear end and I got killed all over
No,
the place.
sir.
And then you went out there and lost every game. And
What are you going to do? I got
praised you
Ryan
like
and
you wouldn't
Foles
believe it.
out there. You're giving Lamar. If I'd have had Lamar, we're winning a bunch of games.
You should have punted against
Good
Minnesota.
gracious.
You went for fourth and an inch. You should have punted.
Oh,
You
we
would've
got
won
a
the game.
$100 million line.
who
You
do
got
you-
to get a inch.
who do you think
Come
who do you think were calling those games? That was probably Catalan calling Raiders and Colts games.
For sure.
The awful ball
No
game.
doubt.
I'm surprised you guys are so hard on him.
We're not hard
Give
on
a
him.
little
We're not
break.
Hard
It's
on him.
accountability.
He's a two-time MVP. He's
Yeah.
a baller. When you have a
standard.
chance at your division, you got to do better. 7 and 8, they don't get it. It does not get it. And there's plenty of blame, but you can't just excuse the QB who you give the MVP to and then not expect them to win when they have an opportunity to go win their division. Can't do it.
I'm surprised.
You can't
because
talk
there
out of
are
both
some
sides.
extenuating circumstances. Injury, calls, Derrick Henry fumbling the football all over the place.
Weather.
Oh, my word.
I'm
Home
not
and
gonna- I'm not
away.
going to give him the weather.
Yeah,
but
give
I mean,
all kinds of excuses.
It wasn't his fault they lost to Buffalo, was it?
Yeah. Make sure you give me my excuses when I was coaching.
I went
Let's
on
go
TV
back.
and got embarrassed myself to help you out.
I respect
And what do you do for me?
I respect it.
You won for the
We
fourth
won.
of the yard.
We won
and
one.
we lost the game, and I had to
It
go
was
write
a field
apologies.
goal, not even a punt.
I had to go write apologies to Coward because I killed him.
We're up 8. We give up a touchdown and a 2-point. How does that happen?
I made you out to be Lombardi.
Why are you making him relive this?
Oh, I'm good with it. I like reliving it.
Oh, my
We
God.
should have done better. We should have done
We're
better.
relitigating stuff from 3 years
Yeah,
ago.
I
I
love
love it.
him,
This
though.
is the
He knows
energy
I'm
apparently we're bringing on this Tuesday.
Well,
so if
he's
you're
giving
coming in this
excuses for
hot,
everybody.
I can't
Well,
wait
I'm
for
not
what's
usually
later
with
in the
him because
show.
he's never here on. He's not here on Wednesdays anymore. He's thrown me off.
Yeah, well, no, you changed your day. You can't change.
I've been here before you changed my day. Go coach North Carolina. You take the
No
offensive-
chance. No
You and
chance.
Belichick and
And on
Hudson.
that note, Mad Dog's got a message for Bama fans. You do not want him this coming